G'day lawnies, it's Matt Dawn from Lawnporn. Get your lawn on. Today's video, I'm going to talk about when not to use my products. So what do we mean by foliar applications or foliar products? Foliar means leaf. So we're feeding the plant through the leaf. Foliar spraying is a very, very efficient way of fertilizing your lawn because it's feeding through the leaves and going right through your whole system of the plant and leaving no waste. Now there are some conditions that you can't use them in. So what environmental conditions am I sort of talking about? Well, number one is heat. If the temperature is at or above 32 degrees, you don't really want to be using foliar products. You don't want to be using those foliar products because you could get some burning on the grass, which is no good. Now another thing to consider is wind. If the wind in your area is above 20 kilometers per hour and you are using a backpack sprayer or a hand sprayer, do realize that winds above 20 kilometers per hour will affect the spray. It'll make it drift, and what will result is that you'll get an uneven application. Using foliar products if rain is imminent, and you're not going to be using foliar products if you've got a planned irrigation event. Our products take about 6 hours to be going through the leaf. Now I'll put a link in the description below which will take you to our guide for foliar applications document in Lawnporn. There you'll find a bunch of tips to help you with your foliar applications. So the real basic things are high wind and high heat. You want to avoid that. Now let's say that you had a day which was forecast for 35 degrees. You're in the morning, it's not much wind, and it's like 15 to 20 degrees. And you're expecting that it'll take about 4 or 5 hours before it reaches that maximum temperature. Well, that's an ideal time to put your foliar fertilizer down if it's on a hot day. Another example with a hot day that's been like a 40 degree day, when it gets to about 7 p.m, 8 p.m. at night, if it's dropped under that 32 mark, yeah, you might want to do it. Just make sure that you got moisture in your soil. Speaking about moisture in your soil, that's very important. Now for foliar products to work properly, you do need to have some sort or some amount of moisture in the soil. So you can't have a totally dry soil when you apply your foliar applications because it won't work very well. So a big water the day before is ideal, or even a couple days before, just so long as that the soil's not totally dry. Another time that you wouldn't be putting a foliar fertilizer down is when you expect imminent traffic. It does need that 6 hours to soak into the leaf, so you don't want people or things going across it just after you foliar fertilize, so to speak. For example, like a cricket game or something like that. Simply, if you want the application to work, you just got to give it time to get into the leaf. Now, having said that, we get a lot of questions about when's it safe to let my pets go back onto the lawn. Look, I'd at least give it a couple of hours before letting the pets on the lawn. And look, the product is safe if they walk on a wet treatment, but it's just not ideal for the treatment, so to speak. And look, it's safe what gets on your animal's paws and that, but some of our products, such as green light, do stain hard surfaces. So ideally, you don't want a pet walking on a wet treatment at green light and then walking on your concrete and leaving paw prints that are wet. What will happen with those paw prints is that will actually stain your concrete. It'll leave like a rusty colour, so you don't want that happening. So yeah, it is a bit annoying that I'm hanging out in my weekends, my window for doing treatments, and it's totally blown out and windy and I can't do my treatments. Well, there's nothing to panic about. You just wait for the ideal time. Might happen a couple of days later after after your application date, or sometimes you'd have to do it a couple of days before, but don't panic. Your grass isn't going to change that much. Yeah, using foliar fertilizers after mowing, you can do it. With a cylinder mower, it's a nice clean cut, and if you're not cutting too much off of the height of the grass and it's looking really neat, you can use foliar fertilizer straight away. I do. However, if you've got a rotary mower, realise that the cut of those, even though it can look quite smooth, when you get like the microscope onto the leaf blade, you'll see that it's quite a jagged cut. That's because rotary mowers are actually slashing at the leaf, not cutting it. So I would wait at least a day after using a rotary mower. So the basics are, don't use foliar applications in high wind and heat. Make sure that there is some moisture in the soil. Make sure that there's no imminent rain or imminent traffic on your lawn. Don't let the pets get on the wet treatments, because they may stain your hard surfaces after they've walked on the treatment and then go on the hard surface. And look, it really does come down to how well you apply the application. And that is a video that I've already done to help you. There's a link up here. It'll take you how to use Lawnporn fertilizers. So I hope you enjoy your 2020 and get stuck into your lawn goals. Get your lawn on. Okay, it's Friday night, zero wind, but 40 degrees. It's just crazy. But I'm going to do a quick mow. Check out this thing, firstly. Turf Mate sent it to me. I'll put a link in the description. But that's going to be a nice soil level. It's going to be really, really impressive. Get it nice and flat.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
So it's unbelievable here. There's no wind and it is 40 degrees. So will I be doing my spraying now? No, I won't be. However, it's been a couple of really big heat days. Even though I did a deep watering on Wednesday, I'm just going to do a little 20-minute water tonight. It's not going to be a big deal that I'm doing it at night on the occasion. Just so I've got a bit of water in there for tomorrow morning app. Now, hopefully the wind is going to stay down. It is going to be windy tomorrow. It's going to be a lot cooler. So hopefully it's not there in the morning. But we'll just have to wait and see. The lawn's looking lovely anyway, so can't complain if I don't get the app down. But tomorrow's app is going to be launch at 100 mils, root builder at 100 mils, and 200 mils of charger, all in the one tank mix. So we've got some beautiful, beautiful rain here. And look, I haven't done anything with my lawn this weekend simply because it's been windy, and now it's windy and rainy, but we don't mind that at all. Rain will really freshen this up. It's just looking magnificent. Rain really just is very, very welcome. And it was good too because it was right on my Sunday irrigation day, so I switched off my irrigation and now the rain's doing it for me, so that saves me a bit of water. So really, really, really nice. Well, I might have to take this video inside today and make some recordings, and I'll talk about when not to use the foliar products. So this weekend I did have it planned, but obviously too windy, and there's some other factors that it could be. There's other factors that you've got to bear in mind when putting your foliar products down. So I'll talk about that today, but I think I'll do that inside where it's less windy and I'm not going to get wet. Looking good though. Looking good. Can't complain. Haven't had rain here in a while, so it's all good. So at the end of editing this video and doing all the talk inside, it's still raining out here. It's beautiful. Look, really happy with the way my lawn has turned out, even though sometimes the weather just gets in the way, and that's life. Sometimes life events and weather don't play the game, but you'll be able to catch it up in no time. If you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs down, I guess. And as always, if you think there's some good things in the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification to get notified when we drop a video. Every Sunday night I do a live video, so be sure to get into that one. I'll be giving away stuff every Sunday night when I do a live. See you later, get your lawn on.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it